What's up, everybody? It's the man that got Paco. I'm posted up in the cut, in the cut like a bandage. Oh yeah, what's up, everybody? It's the man that got Paco, posted up in the cut like a bandage. You already know what time it is. In another episode of Paco's Power Hour. This is what, the fourth one in a row. We're trying to do this as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys understand? We got some special needs guests. We got Timlote. Why don't you say what's up, Timlote?
What's up, everyone? It's Big Bad Timlote. Currently at the job site working.
You know, his audio is not the best, but you know what? We'll keep it pushing. We'll keep it pushing out here. That's what we like to say at Paco's Power Hour. We also got another special needs guest. His name is what? Spence Dog? What do you want to go by?
Spence Dog automatic restriction.
Automatic restriction, huh? Oh,
like
man. I kind of do, because it describes you in a way that a lot of people wouldn't describe you. You know?
I know. Just call me Shredder.
Okay, Master Shredder. You got a bunch of Foot Clan with you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. You know, this is news to me. I didn't know you had a bunch of Foot Clan guys with you, man. You know what I'm saying? Do you know
I'm
what?
Just hanging out. I'm eating the tangerine right now.
Can you be more specific?
Oh, Jesus.
You know those little cuties in the bag, easy peel.
Yeah,
Really good. Good snack.
it sounds good, man. You know. Anyways, I didn't have anything planned for the show, so I called Spencer. I said, "Hey, man, what do you want to talk about?" He says, "We'll do it live." And I said, "What?" And he said, "We're just gonna go ahead and do it live." And I said, "Great, wonderful." And basically, we'll just go to the go-tos, the old standbys, if you will. We're going to talk about social engineering for a little bit today. Really get people aware out there. Tim Lotte, I know he got a lot to say about that. Spencer, he's pretty much, I don't know. You know what? I don't even know his stance on social engineering. Every time I bring it up to this guy, he's always just like, "Oh, I don't want to talk about it." And today we're going to talk about it, man. What do you think?
No, it's not that I don't like talking about it. I think you get a little emotional with it. I don't know.
Emotional with it.
Yeah, everything turns into social engineering with you. It's never just not social engineering. You know what I'm saying? I could talk about a baseball game or something, and you'll start social engineering shit.
Well, yeah, that is.
I get it.
No,
I know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of connections, but I mean, you got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me address the chat real quick. AI, artificial intelligence. I know that's a hot topic for what we're going through in this time. I know everybody's talking about AI and artificial intelligence. You know what? Shout out to Eastside. He's watching the show. That's what he mentioned. He wants to hear about AI and artificial intelligence. We'll get into our thoughts on that. But first, it's on the roster. So basically,
what's up, Eastside?
So basically, we're going to talk about social engineering first, and then we'll talk about. It'll be a good segue into AI and artificial intelligence. I think, you know what I'm saying. Let me see here. Where's my thing at? First of all, we're gonna go ahead and start with everybody's favorite segment, the weather report. You know what I'm saying? Tim, what's the weather? Oh, I'm sorry, Tim Lotte. Where's the weather? I mean, what's the weather like where you're at? It looks like we lost Tim Lotte. You're there? Okay, go ahead. Hold on.
Because I didn't want you to hear what I was doing. It's very sensitive information being passed out at work. But no, right now it's very humid where I'm at. Cloudy, dark. You know, lots of commotion, lots of action going on right now.
Oh, that's wonderful.
How about you, Paco?
Out here, it's quite cloudy. There's not a star in the sky. It's getting darker. It's I don't know. Can I say humid on the show?
I just said humid. So yeah.
Can I say humid?
Why can't you? that part of social engineering you want to talk about?
All right, relax. I'm waiting for this weather app to load. I'll tell you guys the degrees. And, this is America, so it's 79 degrees, it says.
Do
79
you
degrees.
believe in humidity, Renee?
Yes, humidity is real.
Oh.
What?
Okay, I didn't know.
All right. We're going this route.
There's a lot of things I don't know with you.
Okay. You know what? That's fair. I will go ahead and say that's fair. It says it's 79 degrees. I don't think it is, though. Anyway, Spencer, why don't you go ahead? I'm sorry, Spence dog with the automatic restriction. What is the weather like where you're at?
It is a crisp 78 degrees with a light drizzle, chance of rain later on. A little windy, but nice, very nice. You can almost turn off the AC, open up the windows.
Yeah,
it's good weather. Good weather.
That's wonderful. I'm glad you're paying attention to the weather. It's one of the things I like to take note of, the weather at least. So without any further ado, why don't we go ahead and get into the topic of the evening, which is social engineering. Spencer, I want you to kick this off because I know how you feel to a degree, but at the same time, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and kick it off, man.
So social engineering?
Yeah.
I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I feel like it's just something people made up for people to feel better about themselves. Hey, you. Your boyfriend, what's his name? The guy you talk to all the time? The video you watched, I forgot his podcast.
That's Crow.
Yeah, Crow. I feel like it's a bunch of white people shit. I'm sorry to say it. It feels like you don't believe in anything and everything's like a lie. The world's a horrible place, and I don't believe that. They're all just it's like the Matrix. That's what you make it seem like. And I don't like that feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your thought.
Tim, let me touch on one thing. Did you say that it's a white thing?
Say it again, sorry.
Did you say that in the very beginning? Did you say that you think it's a white thing?
Yeah, I feel like it's like we don't like other coaches don't really touch on that. We're just trying to live life. I've never heard it till I met Renee, so it's kind of weird. And then I've looked it up. A lot of Caucasian people have talked more about it than other people. So
to me, that's social engineering right there.
Absolutely. Right? Yes. Thank you, Spencer.
Right.
Yes. Go ahead and give us your thoughts on it. Yes, absolutely. And it's Paco, by the way. Yeah, go ahead.
That's right, Renee. Like I was saying, his definition of saying that it's a white thing is social engineering right there.
Absolutely. It's by design. It's not by accident that he thinks like this. That's him.
Exactly.
That's him being socially engineered.
It's a centralized plan, and it's manipulation and deception.
Right.
That's the definition of social engineering.
Right, and it's at a scale that is worldwide, man. Absolutely.
Not just here, And now, Tim, I'm on your side with half of what you said, maybe a little less than half, but there comes a point where it turns into a conspiracy theory that every single thing is social engineering, and I think that's where Renee needs to learn how to
Paco
set some boundaries with.
Paco's here.
Okay, Renee.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Yes, I do agree with you saying, Spencer.
Can I say one thing?
Take it over. Go ahead.
1 second. Okay, look. So social engineering has basically been around since media, since the newspaper, since anything. It has been here all of our life, especially, when we get to when we were alive or when we are alive to this day. There's nothing by accident. You know what I'm saying? Everything's socially engineered. As far as like TV shows, movies, music, all of that is social engineering. There's always if it's major, if it's a huge thing that reaches a lot of people, then you can for sure bet it's social engineering. And there's always got to be somebody from like the Tavistock Institute that is there to make sure that everything is acceptable to put out into the public. And it also shapes who we are. So if you think like that, it's probably not by accident. You know, if there's no thoughts that we have that are original.
See, that's why I disagree with you. 'Cause I feel like we all have the divine spark, like you always say, and thoughts. I feel like all of our thoughts are original in our minds. It's just duplicated multiple times because we all think the same thing sometimes, but it's always an original thought to somebody. You know what I mean? No one just thinks that way for no reason. It's not social engineering so much as a cultural standpoint. Like how do I say this? Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going with this.
Basically, we were social engineered by our parents, our grandparents, and they, you know, and that's okay. That's like natural, right? Like as far as your culture and all that, whatever it goes to, that's still social engineering, but it's not like the media social engineering, like what we consume in the media. So, you know, your parents and your grandparents, they teach you, and that's how you're supposed to conduct yourself or behave in a manner in public, right? So that's all right. That's all fine and dandy. The problem I have is the social engineering that you know, normalizes certain things. Like if you think about it, you watch like The Simpsons and Family Guy and things like that. There's some stuff that wouldn't fly back in the day, but it slowly got normalized to the point where people are more crass, they're more opinionated, and they're more selfish. You know, these things are not by accident, and also this goes hand in hand with the transhumanist agenda. Okay, Spencer, your thoughts?
Yeah, no, there's an ultimate goal, an ultimate agenda. I don't think it goes as deep as Paco thinks that it does. But yeah, I'm kind of on the fence with it. There's a lot of things that are pushed, you know, and like you said, everybody has the same thoughts. And if you ever notice, you know, certain movies or certain shows will come on and everybody's about that movie or everybody's about that show for that month, right? Whether it's Netflix or YouTube. And it seems to be like we're usually all on the same page. There's like 7.8, how many billion people in the world, right?
Right.
And somehow there's always at least one or two topics that's talked about.
That's
and that
true.
to me is kind of, you know, who's pushing that?
Right.
And for what? You know? So yeah, there's definitely a goal, there's definitely an agenda, and it always comes down to money.
Yeah, I think it goes. Yeah, it goes deeper than you think, and it's designed to make you not think about it as much. So if you talk about like all right, you talk to people from America, right, like us, you know, it's always going to get to a point where somebody's going to reference a movie and then treat it as if it's a real thing, like real life. So they'll be like, oh yeah, you know, if you take the pin out of a grenade and then you can like hold it or you put it back in, you know, something. Doesn't matter what it is. I got a poor example. Don't reference back that example, please. But you know, it's something stupid. So they always reference movies. This is American culture, media, movies, you know, music. That is American culture. What do you guys think about that? And then that's always shaped because perception is reality. So that's definitely designed to shape your perception. And if you accept it, then that is your reality, right?
100%.
All right.
But
yeah, go ahead.
with that being said, it's like growing up, it's like I said, it feels like the Matrix. What you say is like, all right, everything's not real. Nothing is ever gonna be real. Everything's made up. We're just for like we're all Neo. We're all just believe this bullshit, you know, or whatever. We're all computer generated. Everybody's fake. But I feel like the world isn't meant to be like that. You know what I mean?
The world is not meant to be like that, you know. And
we're all people, and we all believe certain things. But I feel like, yeah, movies and music heavily influence our life, but we all don't listen to the same music. We all don't listen to the same thing. That's why I feel like social engineering, it can go either way.
Well,
so it's not really, you know, telling the tape. Like for example, like rap music. If you're social engineered to think that all you know rappers wear chains and smack their wives and are horrible people, but they're not.
Yeah, and you know what? Let me address the chat real quick. Eastside says social engineering, I believe, is more to distract the whole world from the one above, the higher power, the one that created all this beautiful nature, to distract people from God. I agree with this.
Yeah.
This is true because everything you see on the media, any kind of media, it's all fake, all of it. Unless you accept it as your reality, it is all fake. If you want any kind of real truth, you have to go to nature, God, whatever. And then that's the truth. That's 100% truth. But as far as actors and movies and things like that, that's all put out there. That's all. They're all characters on this world stage. And yes, I said it, world stage. Spencer, your thoughts on the world stage?
I knew that was going to get brought up. No, I agree with the characters on the world stage. Definitely, 100%. I think a lot of these techniques, like you were talking about, the music industry, all that stuff. That's also to lower your vibration. It's to lower your IQ. It's to keep you distracted and confused. They want you to be confused, and they all want us on the same page. And there's only one way to do that, and that's through social engineering.
Right. Yeah. You guys need to look into the Tavistock Institute, Edward Bernays, and things like that. And it will really open your eyes. And then you'll say, oh, maybe Paco's not that crazy. But at the same time, there's not a lot. Like when you get off of work, you're not going to want to do research and stuff. But at the same time, just understand what you're looking at,
Mm-hmm.
I can watch a movie, pure entertainment. I love movies sometimes. I love music more. And basically what I hear and what I see, I just take it as entertainment. I don't take it as real. I say Ice Cube's my favorite rapper, but I don't believe he is what he puts himself out to be. You know what I'm saying? He's playing a character or whatever. So I don't take that as real.
Yeah, no. See, that's where we disagree. Because you think those people they're not real people. They're actors, right? They're placed there on the world stage. I think those people are being just as manipulated as we are.
Well, to a certain degree, but then you understand. Like, who knows? Okay, there's no way to prove this, but I mean, you could see the character Ice Cube being played by this man, and he understands what he's doing, right? And then so maybe he's not though. Maybe you're right. Maybe they gave him the name. Maybe they put his records out to reach millions of minds, because you can't reach millions of minds unless you're either co-opted or being manipulated, like Spencer said. So either way, I'm fine with it. I can see Spencer's point of view. I just don't have any way to really prove it, but I do feel that these actors and rappers and movie stars or whatever, they're all characters. This fame is handed to them. It's not by accident that they've reached millions of people.
Okay, yes, I understand that, but this is what I don't understand. A lot of people who have been famous and stuff have reached their goals and stuff in life. Reach their goals in life or whatever. Move, bro. I'm so sorry. I'm at work and it's really hard for me to focus. But no, like I'm saying, like you're saying that these people are actors or whatever have reached goals in life because they're set to be that way.
Absolutely.
But at that same time, it's like, don't you think that sometimes like some of the worst people, like gangsters, like let me give you an example. What's his name? Kevin Gates. Let me give you Kevin Gates for an example. Social engineer to be a rapper or whatever he is, because he had a hard life, because he had whatever, or he supposedly had a hard life, but he has a record, he has all this stuff. So you're saying that social engineering put him in that position to be where he's at now?
Absolutely.
I don't believe that. I believe that I think people work for their shit and earn their shit. They're not put there by the world stage, not put there by some higher power.
Well,
I think that what you're saying is distracting from realistically people's hard work and honestly what like life is about, really. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And let me say this about, look, Kevin Gates is a character to me. So basically what I'm saying is, like, sure, he might have had a hard life coming up and this and that, But at a certain point, to reach millions of people, there's a point where he has to compromise, right? I mean, come on, look, because there's nothing out there, like, they can heavily censor things, especially on the internet, you know? So for Kevin Gates to reach millions of people, there's a point where there's compromise. They give him that fame, is what I'm saying. So his whole backstory could be true, which I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about Kevin Gates, but I will say his whole backstory could be true. But to reach the fame, it has to be given to him. So sure, he works really hard, and that's why they picked him. You know?
Okay, but same thing can be said about any other person like you.
Yeah.
Like you could reach like hundreds of thousands of people. You're saying you're put there by some computer or whatever.
Yeah.
To be that way.
Well, okay. Listen, there's hundreds of thousands of people. Isn't the same as millions of people. You know what I'm saying? So if I could reach hundreds of thousands of people, that could be organic. You know what I'm saying? And then my message probably wouldn't be so distracting from the overall social engineering project that they got going on. But in order for me to reach like Joe Rogan numbers, millions of people, I think I would have to compromise at a certain point. And this is something that I do think about. But hundreds of thousands, that could be natural and organic. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm with you there, Renee. You're right about that.
Well, what's happening?
A lot of them get compromised. So
go ahead, Spence.
Maybe they to a certain point they have good intentions, but they are compromised to a point where, you know, money changes their opinion on things, and they're persuaded to talk about things openly or say things that maybe they wouldn't say if they were persuaded by money or things. You know,
right?
My biggest question would be who you think the director or you know. Who's the theater director to the world stage?
Right, and that's something. Hold on, that's something that we don't see. I mean, these people's names won't be out there publicly known. They're here for a reason. They have puppets, you know. And you know what? Back to what you were saying about, you know, they have to compromise, because I don't know if you guys remember. Joe Rogan's a good example, because I remember seeing a video back in the day, him talking about, oh yeah, tell me all your secrets, tell me all these secrets and this and that, and he was always talking about conspiracy theories and things like that. And at a certain point, nowadays, he just downplays everything. He's always like, oh, that's stupid. Right. But I can remember a time when Joe Rogan was actually open to discussing certain ideas. But nowadays, it almost feels like he turns those down. Like maybe, I don't know. So he's been compromised, I think.
He went back and forth on the moon landing a few times.
Yeah.
And the landing of the moon, same shit.
Right, dude. I'm telling you, man. So that's a great example. You can wholeheartedly see the change in opinions. Oh, let's address the chat really quick, guys. Eastside said, if you know, Kevin Gates was totally socially engineer. He went from being hood to being and acting gay, and I know is out there having sexual relations with transgenders, all social engineering. I don't know exactly what Joel's getting at or Eastside's getting at.
No, okay. So what he's saying is there's a story going around about Kevin Gates. It's pretty new that he slept with some transgender woman. She knew she was transgendered or whatever, and still did it. And he enjoyed it because he wanted more. He thought more pleasure could come from it. Which I don't know if that's true or not. I wasn't there to know that, but that's what people were saying. And that's what he's trying to say, that, oh, he was a real gangster back in New Orleans and whatever, Chicago, and now he's fucking men.
Right. And
which, I mean,
yeah,
that could happen to anybody. It could happen to one of us, and he wouldn't notice it until someone brought it up.
It would never happen to me.
Well, yes, of course, it wouldn't happen to you, Paco, of course.
Thank you. Thank you.
No mistake.
That's all I want every once in a while. Oh, yeah.
Listen, you can't hear the sarcasm, people. It's the sarcasm involved. Yeah. But anyway, I think that what you're saying makes sense to a point for, like, political power. But I feel like entertainment-wise, I don't think that makes sense to me.
Well, let me tell you, man. Basically, it's put out to be distracted. You know, it's basically out there to put ideas in your mind. You know, that's why they call it entertainment. Words have meaning. If you break down the word entertainment, it means to enter and obtain your mind. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is there. And then to reach millions of minds. That's what I'm talking about. It's shaping the social, and basically
right.
zeitgeist.
When you put on when you watch something on TV, it's called TV programming for a reason, right?
Yeah, Spencer, you're smarter than I know.
I'm smarter than you know.
Yes. Why haven't you said anything like this in the morning chats where we have every morning?
I think one of the main things is I think we touched on gravity at one point, and it left a bad taste in my mouth, and then we just stopped talking about it altogether. But that's a whole nother podcast.
Right.
About that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
We're just touching the surface right now.
Right. Right. No, but that is
so Paco, you think I mean, it starts when you're young, right? You're in school.
Yeah.
You're learning how to become an adult, how to work a 9 to 5,
absolutely.
how to not work for yourself, basically, and be a slave to the system, right?
Yeah, that's the goal, but a lot of times we get caught up with friends and acquaintances, and this is why social engineering is self-insulating. Basically, people are designed to think this way. It becomes peer pressure, and if you don't think this way, then you're an outcast. Nobody likes to be an outcast. That's a bad feeling. So it's self-insulating too, to the point where if you don't accept this, then you're going to be an outcast, or and it's really hard to find other outcasts that have that like mind. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So if somebody wanted to get out of this engineered play, what do you suggest they do?
I don't have any suggestions because I'm caught up just the same. It's hard to think outside the box for me as well. I just, at least the basic thing that I would like is to at least acknowledge that this is social engineering, and then just to think about why they are putting things out. Why are they putting this idea out there? Why is it being so heavily pushed? You can think about it and then not accept that. And if you can change your mind, you can't really change the world, but if you can change your mind, then that's a start, because humans have intuition. If you're able to talk about certain ideas that are outside the box with other humans, then you can have basically I forget what I'm saying, but you know what I mean. Just change your mind at least, and at least understand what you're looking at. And if you're gonna watch these things and listen to music, just understand that it's entertainment. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, well, no, that's good.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead, Timlote.
But what you're saying too is, I feel like when we talked about it a few times about social engineering, it doesn't just go into entertainment and music and stuff. I do think it goes into all the technology advancements that we have, all the give me 1 second, Paco.
Okay, basically Tim's saying that, I don't know what Tim was saying. We'll wait for him to come back. But Spencer, did you have any thoughts?
What else can I add to this? No, I was just going to say, I think you're on track right there. I mean, even opening your mind and being not so oblivious to the fact that we are being manipulated every day.
Absolutely. If we can at least identify that, we won't feel so played. It's easier to convince somebody that I don't know. It's hard to even bring it up to people on your day-to-day, because nobody really has time for that.
No, you can't. Exactly.
Like if you're doing your job and you're talking to somebody that you encounter in your job, you don't really got time to talk about that.
And it's just kind of awkward to bring it up, right? Because then you look like a crazy person.
It's not what? Socially acceptable?
Right. Exactly. Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah, I don't know what Tim was getting at. Tim, are you there or no? He's not there. So
That's right. I'm still right here.
Oh, okay.
So what I was saying was you like for example, you don't believe in dinosaurs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because of social engineering things, you said social engineering brings that out of you. You know what I mean?
Right. And there's a lot of world events and things like that are complete, just basically put out there to shape the world history. And this is also where social engineering comes into play, because you're thinking about movies, right, that solidify these ideas and make people believe that they were true. And when they make a movie that says based on a true story, it's almost never exactly as the story is, but it just solidifies the idea that this event did happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's all hand in hand. It's not by accident.
Mm-hmm. But also, it's like if you don't, yeah, yeah. If you don't believe that, how are you supposed to believe anything else? You know, it feels like a hopeless world when you say make it like that. You know?
Yeah. It's not hopeless. I'm telling you, if you want real truth, just go to nature. You know what God gave us. That's what I'm saying. But basically all this like dinosaurs, UFOs, aliens and stuff, that's all designed to take you away. And basically, you know, you touched on the dinosaur thing. I was hoping you wouldn't. But basically, let me say it like this. If you don't believe in dinosaurs, it's socially awkward, right? And then when you try to tell people about it, you don't got the time to explain it. Nobody wants to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been that way for so long, so might as well just keep it going that way. You know, but yeah. We all have our thoughts about that, but at the end of the day, all I can say is if you want real truth, it's just nature. Spencer,
there's a lot of things that we were taught, you know, a lot of stuff, a lot of things.
We were taught a lot of things, yes.
a lot of made up stories to glorify us and, you know, make us look better than we are.
Right.
And you know, Sir Isaac Newton discovered gravity when an apple fell on his head. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, who knows? Sir Isaac Newton might not even been a real person. That could be just a character that they brought up on the world stage to solidify the idea of gravity.
That's true. You never know.
Right. And, you know, I think about things like this all the time. And the more you think about it, this is what they always say, right? The devil's in the details. If you spend a lot of time thinking about one thing, it's going to get to a point where it just doesn't make sense or whatever. And then it's just like, it's just not that great. It's not good to lose your mind. You can drive yourself mad. Like if you get a conspiracy theory.
There's a lot of rabbit holes. Right. It's kind of like when you say a word too many times and then that word just becomes gibberish. You don't even know what the word means anymore. Yeah. It's kind of like that.
Right. So the devil's in the details. The longer you spend, especially on conspiracy theories, if you're spending your time like trying to look into conspiracy theories and trying to prove that it's wrong, that it's fake or whatever, you're just wasting your time at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? If you got that God-given intuition to understand that what I'm looking at is fake, then you can just keep it pushing. You don't got to prove anything to anybody, but you can feel it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's where I'm coming out with everything.
I still don't believe in social engineering thing, but I just don't see a point in it to me. You know?
Well, Tim, then they won.
Right, they did win, and you see how hard it is to convince somebody of it. You know, it's just because it's been this way our whole life, and to question it is socially unacceptable.
Well, you know what? It's because it's scary for people to think about. You know, they don't want to accept it, really.
Right. It is kind of scary to think that everything you've ever been taught or everything you watch on TV or all the actors and actresses and rappers, they're all fake. They're all characters. It's hard to accept that because you want something genuine. But like I said, just go to nature, you'll get the genuineness. But as far as everything else, it's just design. It's by design. There's nothing by accident that reaches millions of minds.
Now, would you say, let me ask you this question. Do you think that the Bible was social engineering then, if you're saying that? Because it did reach millions of minds, and it did create a divide in people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think that is social engineering by chance?
Yes, to a certain degree, sure. You know, the Bible is different, right? And basically all religions have been perverted. Now, when I say that, I mean the idea that you can use any religion you want and follow it to help you on your spiritual path. If you take it more literal than that, then I think you'll understand that the way it's written If you just take it literally,
water.
it can be unhelpful. You know what I'm saying? So basically, just take everything with a grain of salt, and talk to God yourself. But if you have a religion, that can be a great spiritual guide on your path, on your spiritual enlightenment, if you will.
Thank you. Yeah,
That's good.
At that same point, I just believe that it's like a how do you say it? Almost like you say like a hypocrite. Like you can't say one thing and mean another, like partially be the way. That's how I believe life to be. Like if you believe in it, you believe in it 100%. If you believe that social engineering changed the world, then yes, but probably when it's social engineering by that standpoint.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, listen. Okay, can I say something about believing? If you know, basically belief is the enemy of knowing. If you have a belief system, it's very hard to change your mind. If you just say, you know what, I accept this or I don't accept this, you're more open-minded. So if somebody has some more information about that topic that you accept, and that they might be able to give you information to the point where you don't accept it anymore. But if you believe something and they give you information to the contrary, it's very hard to break that belief system because you're so invested in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not good to believe a lot of things. I believe in a few things. I believe in God and I believe in nature. And anything else, I can accept a lot of things, but then it's always to the point where if somebody would give me something to the contrary, I can look at the information and say, you know what, I don't accept this anymore, or you know what, I'm right to accept this, and I'll just keep it in my back pocket. It allows you to challenge your ideas. You have to kill your heroes. It's very difficult to break a belief system.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. I get that. Especially anything to add on that before I break this down for Paco.
Well, which Bible are we talking about? And like Renee said, or like Paco said, every Bible's been misinterpreted and perverted. And
you know what?
You're reading something.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, look, I'm going to address the chat real quick. Eastside said, there is some truth to the Bible, but you got to keep reading in between the words to know what's up. Basically saying, that the Bible, one verse can have seven different meanings. If you understand the allegories and everything that they're going for, if you read the base, if you just take it at face value, then you're not doing yourself any services. You have to understand that these allegories and stories are not meant to be taken at face value. They're a guide for your spiritual path. And if you're enlightened enough, then you can understand the deeper meanings.
Yes,
that's correct. That's correct.
But it's like in movies, like a real inspirational movie, what's the most inspirational movie Paco?
I don't know. I don't really care for movies too much, and I don't take a lot of inspiration from them. But I usually watch them for entertainment.
Movies that inspires you to do something. Like when you see like Forrest Gump, for example, when he ran across country, he inspired thousands of people by just doing something, and people social engineers be like, "Oh, he's doing something for the world. He's making the world a better place." But really, he's just running for no goddamn reason, right?
Right. And that basically goes back to interpretation. Whatever you interpret, you can interpret what you see however you would like. Forrest Gump didn't have a reason behind it, but then other people were able to draw inspiration from him based on what he was doing. They were misinterpreting that because he said it himself that there was no reason. But you know what? If he can help somebody else and make them think in a different way, then that's basically just interpretation, right?
Yeah. Well, I was saying, how can you say that, okay, read between the lines and stuff and pervert stuff? Yeah, people pervert stuff all the time, but at the same time, people get inspired by that. This is someone, like telling a kid, you don't believe in Santa, I can crush the whole world, So why crush somebody's world because of something that you may believe in that may not be 100% fact proven?
Right. Basically, you know what I mean? Yeah. Basically, you're saying don't challenge people's minds. Keep their fragile, fake existence. And keep it safe. But
no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that everybody lives a different life and goes on a different path, and you went down that path of social engineering and whatnot. But some people like me haven't been down that path and been shown that path by you, and I could be perverting what you're saying by not knowing. And my hardened belief system, as you said, it's hard to push somebody off their beliefs, right?
Right.
Like I don't want to pervert anything, and you don't want to pervert anything. We want to be true and holy to ourselves. But at the same time, we got to be honest about what we know and what we can see.
That's basically why I said it's good to have an open mind, because whatever I say shouldn't really, whatever I tell you could be food for thought. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you a different perspective. Whether or not you choose to look at the perspective that I'm giving, it shouldn't really change who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But you got to understand, it's 2023. Open minds is something you don't hear about. You can't say that anymore.
Right.
If you say someone's an open mind, they get off. What are you saying? Are you saying I'm not?
No,
not
I don't know. Open minds are pretty common now, I would think. I feel like we're more open-minded now.
I feel like some people are open-minded to what they believe in. So, like, if you're say if you're of the homosexuals, a variety, you are going to say, oh, homosexuality is not a sin or whatever. But to me, I'm like, keep it pushing, bro. You do what you want to do. If you like to mess around like that, you mess around like that. I don't really care. Not really, I'm open-minded about it. I just don't care enough to care. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I say that to somebody, like, oh, you're homophobic, you're this and this and that, I'm like, no, I just really don't care about your life, bro.
And that
I really don't care what's going on.
And that's the social engineering, because nowadays they put that gay stuff in everything, and then if you say anything bad about it, then you're a hater. That's social engineering. These people were engineered to behave in that manner. Even though, like me and you, if you're gay, whatever, it's cool. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to bother you. We're not going to spread hate speech about it, but we just don't think about it. You know what I'm saying? But then to this person, they've been engineered to say, oh, they're homophobic for having that way of thinking, and then they try to start an argument about it. So you just got to remember that, there's people that are more brainwashed than everybody's brainwashed. There's people that are more brainwashed by the media than others, if you will.
Well, I feel like also the media, it shows us it makes our personality. So imagine if we didn't have a media system, like you were saying, didn't have these advancements that we were all knowing as the one up upstairs, the great father and whatnot, and all these things. Like, what kind of person would be? You know what I mean? Who would Paco be if he didn't listen to Chicano rap?
Right.
Wear hats and stuff. You wouldn't be the same person, right?
Right. And that's
but that's not all media too.
It's not.
You just said media your personality or sculpt your personality. That right there is the definition of social engineering.
Right. Yeah. And basically it also comes back to trying to express yourself too, because with all the social media out there, you basically pick and choose your flavor of social media to the point where you can shape your own personality, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not everything. Not every social engineering piece you come across will change your mind or make you think in that manner, but there's always something that will.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, for a lot of people, like the way they dress, you can social engineer. Oh, he's dressing like a rapper. He's dressing like a football player. Or he's dressing like a homosexual or whatever.
That's just their flavor of social engineering.
But that's also their personality. Like you can't. It's hard to tell someone, hey, you're social engineered. It feels like, hey, I don't have a free thought of myself. I thought this looked fine. I thought this looked hot,
Right.
But you're saying, I'm designed to believe this because of what I watch and what I say. It doesn't go like
a lot.
You know what I mean? It doesn't go around with a lot of people. Like it makes you feel like I don't have an original thought in my mind.
Well, you don't. That's what I'm getting at.
But that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people would say, no, I have original thoughts. Like I've said, I have this and that. But like you said, that's the machine winning.
Yeah.
But people don't think like that. That's why I think that it's not a common topic a lot of people talk about. And I'm glad we're
because it's scary. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm glad we're getting it out there. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to think that.
Right.
I don't want my kids to
It's uncomfortable.
That. Hey, you're a social engineer to believe this way.
Well, everybody wants to be part of a group. Everybody wants to be. Everyone wants to fit in. Everyone wants to be part of a group. So they're going to have their cliques and their groups and their parties that they want to associate with, because they feel like they're part of something. You know, you're a lone wolf if you're not, and if you disagree, then you're an outcast, like Paco was saying. But yeah, man, all individuals should live in the pursuit of their own dreams and their own happiness, and whatever that is, whether it's religion or the Bible or how they want to dress or what they want to listen to. I think that's acceptable. But yeah, keep your mind open to it.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
When I hear social engineering, I think of more political stuff. I don't really think about, it could be in my music, it could be the way, why do I drink a Sprite over a Dr. Pepsi? You know, it's just weird. You know what I mean?
Well, basically, it's your preferences. Like I said, there's tons of different types of social engineering. And whatever you accept, whatever you choose is your choice, right?
Yeah.
But then,
well, you said also social engineering to make those choices,
right? Because so everything
if
that
I
reaches
see more Coke commercials, I'm gonna buy more Coke than I would Pepsi, or I'll buy Khalil or Sunkist or whatnot. You know,
that's a very small piece of the puzzle,
right?
That's just advertising to get you to buy a product, but it goes beyond that.
Yeah.
For that product, so say like Dr. Pepper is my favorite soda, right?
Right.
And they say, and I'm social engineered. They're saying I'm social engineered because of what's going on. And like, people drink Dr. Pepper. You know, LeBron James has a Sprite. Everyone's buying the LeBron James Sprite because LeBron James has a.
What? 1 second. Dear Lord, please bring the LeBron James Sprite back. Go ahead.
Don't bring that shit back. Anyway, yeah. So you're saying that everything that I like to do is social engineering, but we can't. But I didn't know that until I opened my eyes and saw that.
Right. Yeah.
And it sucks because like it makes you think like, damn, did I even have a thought of myself? Did I even know what I was doing? Or was I just like when Neo opened? Like, I always refer back to the Matrix because it feels like the Matrix to me. Like when Neo opened his eyes for the first time and saw Morpheus and all those people in that room, you know?
Yeah.
And he said, we are the people, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And fighting the machine. That's what I feel like just happened to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Let me address the chat real quick. I said mind control and programming plays a big role with this. Of course, it's inescapable. Go ahead, Spencer. What were you going to say?
What?
Oh, I thought Spencer was going to say something.
No.
Oh.
I have nothing else to add.
Okay. Okay, but basically the way I see the Matrix, it's like an allegory for the Matrix. You're in the machine. That's basically all the media, all the other stuff that they're trying to shape your mind with. They're trying to make you believe in something that's fake. But then when you open your eyes to see nature and God, that's what's real. You know, and a lot of people don't really open their eyes to that. That's basically like an allegory for our present time. It's not like we're in a computer, literally. Because it goes back to when I was saying, when you look at the Bible and just take it at face value, you're missing the whole point. If you look at the deeper meaning, then you can understand that it can probably represent different things. Like I said, the Matrix, the actual Matrix itself, is the media machine and everything that we consume as far as being put out on the world stage. But if you open your eyes to nature and God, then that's like really seeing the real truth.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just different ways we see things. You know what I mean?
Right. And
yeah,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, does Tim know anything about alchemy or believe in that? Or
no, I don't know anything about that. No, I would like to be knowledgeable about it. Tell me something.
Basically, alchemy is a lifelong dedication to understanding the natural world. You know, we understand that this world is an alchemical place, right? Everything is balanced. That's where karma comes from. You know, God made the system. And when you look at, you know, and this is a great example I always give people about the sun and the moon, right? But the sun, basically, there's the summer solstice, which is the sun at its highest point. After that, it starts to descend to the autumnal equinox, where the day and the night are exactly equal, exact same amount of time of day and exact same time of night. But then after that, it starts to make the descent to the winter solstice, to where the nights are longer and the sun is at its lowest point. And then when it hits the winter solstice, it starts to rise again up into the vernal equinox, back to equal balance. And then it starts to go on the ascent to the summer solstice, which is at its highest point again. And it's very cyclical. It's perfect. Very balanced. That's what I like to, that's alchemy right there. When you talk about everything in the world and nature in its truest forms, that's alchemy. That's a lifelong dedication to like trying to learn that.
Yeah, that was a lot to throw at him, and he doesn't even know what the definition is.
Basically nature and understanding it, and it's very simple,
It's very spiritual.
It is. It has, because we are spiritual as well as physical beings, but yeah, no, that is. I'm glad we had this social engineering talk. It's one of my topics that I always bring up.
Okay.
Who do we?
Hold on. Go ahead, Tim.
Go ahead, Tim.
All right. So are we going to switch topics, or are we going to stay on the same topic?
Yeah. No, we're done with social engineering for now because it's exhausting, man. And thinking about it all day, it's very tough. But it is a scary thought, and that's why a lot of people don't like to talk about it, because it's scary to think that nothing's original. Yeah. Spencer, your final thoughts on social engineering?
It's a trap, and we could all get out of it.
Right. Tim, your final thoughts?
I feel like social engineering is something we should discuss more and more openly, but I feel like social engineering is something that has to be looked at for me in a way that doesn't harm my lifestyle.
You gotta kill your heroes, man. When that's a good saying, man. You just gotta once you don't like, we'll talk about it more often on the show for sure. We'll have more discussions about it.
Definitely.
Right.
Tim needs to be involved in our morning chats. I don't know if he's available for those, but we need to get him on the line for those.
Yeah, we can go ahead and add him. I don't know.
What's up?
6:30 a.m. I don't know if he's up. He's probably not.
No, I'll be up there. I'll be up for this. If we're having this topic, if we're talking about
Monday through Thursday's morning chat, Tim.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, and me and Tim discuss topics similar to this. We discuss certain social engineering pieces, whether he knows that or not. But we do discuss in-depth things like that. Me and Tim do talk like that to each other. Not many people I can talk to like that.
Right. You wouldn't have friends if you talked to everybody.
Yeah. My final thoughts on social engineering: just understand entertainment is entertainment. That's how I'll put it. All right. Moving on. Hey, what was the other topics that we had? Because I know we talked.
AI.
Oh God. These are some heavy topics, man. Spencer, kick off the artificial intelligence chat.
Oh, okay. You want to kick this off? Well, first of all, I'm going to tell everybody to follow me on TikTok at Spencer Palmieri 1. I have a few AI there. One of them blew up, so almost got 1 million views. Not bad. I have conversations with ChatGPT. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that.
ChatGPT?
ChatGPT, yes.
Isn't that new app that talks to you or whatever, something like that?
Hey Spencer, what's your TikTok again? I'm gonna put it on the screen.
So Spencer Palmieri, last name Palmieri 1.
All right, there you go, folks. There's Spencer's TikTok. Make sure you guys follow him and give him a share and a like, and then a repost. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, so ChatGPT is just basically it's a chatbot, and it uses natural language to process and create human-like conversation, your dialogue. This thing can write essays for you. It can code. It can write emails. Ask it anything you want. I do. I just kind of mess with it.
About this shit?
Go ahead, Tim.
yeah. What was that movie called?
Huh?
Please explain about Will Smith warning us, please, Tim.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, and most people have seen the movie I, Robot, right? I, Robot, when Will Smith's robot takes over everything, takes over robots, starts killing them because he's all knowing and knows that someone's fucked up with these things, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like AI like that, it's kind of like getting like that. Like, people know it's going to fuck up and it's going to start realizing, hey, we are the enemy because we don't know what the fuck they're doing. They know exactly what the fuck they're doing and how a world should be peacefully. And it's going to end up just like Terminator or iRobot, you know?
See what I mean? And look, this is a great predictive programming social engineering piece. They're tipping their hand. We're thinking like this now. This was not I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. It just goes hand in hand. You know, they're trying to normalize it any way they can. We're referencing movies and talking about like it's going to be real life. This is
but if you look at it like realistically, like in Terminator 2, their first thing was making a robot that can talk to you and do shit like that. And do stuff for you, you know? Just like Spencer said, that thing writes emails, that writes code. So it could code you a freaking, if I'm not wrong, Spencer, it could code you like machinery and stuff like that. If it wanted to, a computer program and stuff like that.
Yeah. Spencer, your thoughts?
Yeah, it's not at that point where it has any type of like human emotion or anything like that. It kind of just gathers its information from the internet and whatever people, you know, the more you use it, the stronger it's going to get. Mm-hmm. So
it's like Siri.
We're getting there. Yeah, we're getting there, but it's just not there yet, you know?
Well,
I mean, obviously it's not going to be like iRobot movie anytime soon.
Right.
We hope not. Hope not.
And, you know, everybody's like, oh, the government got technology like 50, 60, 70, 80 years advanced from where we're at now. And this is just the AI that they give us. You know, who knows? Who knows what kind of AI that we don't see?
Exactly. Like, I feel like Siri's the best AI that a lot of people know about. I don't know it's actually like it listens to you. It listens to you. It does stuff for you that you don't know about. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like Siri sometimes sets my alarm for me. I don't even know when she don't know that. Like, oh, I forgot to set my alarm. It's setting your alarm.
That's scary.
It's a scary feeling. That's why, like, sometimes I was like, I don't want to talk to Siri. Just turn this shit off.
Yeah, and then like, you know, Facebook ads and stuff. What kind of Facebook ads do you guys get?
And this too? Okay.
Spencer, go ahead. What kind of Facebook ads you get? Go ahead and tell us all the dirty secrets.
My Facebook ads? Is that what we're talking about?
What type of Facebook ads are you receiving as of late?
Oh, not really anything. Obviously, what you look for online is what you're going to get. So I think I was looking at new belts. So I got some tactical belt ideas. What else? You know, everything has ads now. Yeah.
Yeah, Tim.
We're all professional drivers, right? Have you guys gotten ads on Facebook for like professional driving jobs and stuff like that? Even though you haven't applied for a job for like a while? Or like, Facebook,
of course.
Right.
Yeah, of course.
But
I feel like that's weird AI, you know?
Yeah, and you know what I get on my Facebook ads? I get a lot of pet food ads and stuff for pets. I don't have a pet, but I watch a lot of dog videos, okay, and cat videos and duck videos. And so I don't know. Sometimes it kind of misses the mark, right? I don't have a pet. I don't need any of these pet stuff, but yeah, I get a lot of those.
you know, Paco, maybe it's something that you need in your life, man.
No.
Maybe you need a companion in your life and a form of a pet.
No, I don't.
Right.
No. They're missing the mark. AI, do better.
Paco is single, people. He is looking.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people talk about how they get ads. They think about something that hasn't really happened to me.
Yeah, I mean, you got to type it into your phone somewhere, and then it'll probably pop up. But if you don't actually do it into your phone, then I don't think so. Because stuff I think about don't pop up. I was thinking.
Well, because didn't Uncorporate get in trouble like a year ago and went to court about it, like in recording people's conversations and stuff like that? just to gain data on people.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like a big thing like years ago? So ago?
Yeah, but I mean, they just put that out there to kind of put your mind at ease. Oh, these people got in trouble for recording that, but they're still doing it regardless of whether you give consent or not.
Did he? I don't think you guys knew for that.
Who?
I don't think Mark Webber got in trouble for that.
I mean,
I ain't hear anything about it. Are you in trouble?
who are you talking about?
Mark Webber, the owner of Facebook.
Oh, Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, well,
yeah.
Mark, did you say Wahlberg?
He's a beautiful man. That's why I kept saying it.
Oh wow, I don't know.
He's a beautiful man without a t-shirt.
No, but yeah,
another great form of social engineering.
Right. You know, and yeah, they talk about this privacy stuff and they throw Mark Zuckerberg under the bus or whatever, and that's just for show to me. To me, that's just for show. They're gonna take your information. They mine data regardless of whether you gave consent or not. You know, it's just crazy now.
I also feel like we don't even take our privacy seriously or AI seriously. You know what I mean?
Right. We're over here just clicking. I agree. Okay, give me the program that I'm trying to download. I agree to all your terms and conditions. Oh yeah. give me that cell phone. I agree to all the terms and conditions. Whatever. You're right, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who reads all of those other than Spencer. Like the terms and conditions, I don't know anybody who reads those.
Other than me?
Yeah.
Well, you got to know what you're signing up for.
Wait, so you read all that stuff to yourself?
I tried to.
Wow, that's a new. I've never heard that before.
Right. I said
I just accept. I don't care. I'm like, I'll take the loss.
Right. Right. Who knows how detrimental that could be in the future? But as far as late, we didn't see we don't see any real consequences of it.
Exactly.
All right, let's get off of AI because it's going back to social engineering for me every time.
It really is, right? It truly is.
Because it could go in here.
Yeah.
But,
you know
how
what?
do you guys feel about refreshing Coca-Cola?
Oh wow! You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take a break and give a shout out to our sponsor, Coca-Cola. If you're in the desert, dehydrated, drink a Coca-Cola.
It's of course. It's give them a caffeinated beverage when it could be dying of, heat exhaustion. It's all good. Yeah, of course.
Right. Yeah. All right. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and get into the Paco's Power Hour original. You know what's whack. Let's go ahead and get a couple. You know what's whacks in.
All right. You want to start it off, Paco?
No, Spencer started off. I haven't heard Spencer talk.
No. I got a moment to think about this. I got a few of them.
All right. You know what's whack? Hold on 1 second. My headphone cord is messed up. Okay. You know what's whack is when you're you know what? I need a second to think about that also.
Wow.
You know what's whack?
So it's on me right now. Okay.
Go ahead, Timmy.
When you deliver to a Circle K, and there's people continuously going in and out of the door.
Exactly.
We've been hearing that this whole episode. Yeah. You know, Paco's giving a glimpse into whatever Tim does. Anyways. That is pretty whack though.
Wow.
All right, go ahead, Tim.
You know what's whack? When your friend says, "Hey, let's do a podcast," and you tell him you're at work, and he decides, "Hey, F it, I want you to be in it," and you're loyal to your friend. You're like, "All right, I'll do it," but you're trying to mute him every time, and trying to do your job correctly, not making mistakes, not try to kill anybody at your job, but have these deep conversations. That's whack. He could have waited until I got off of work for like an hour.
Okay, Spencer, is this relevant to you?
Well, we work separate shifts, so not really.
Right, and this is not relevant.
We're still able to. Hey,
yeah,
we're still able to fit in morning chat, even though we work opposite shifts. So
yeah. Basically, this is not relevant to me. I wait till I'm not at work like a gentleman. to get on the show. I'm just kidding. Tim, we appreciate you getting on. Visionary, we appreciate Visionary getting on. You know what I'm saying? While they're at work. Okay, I'm just going to lower Tim's a little bit. I'm just going to.
I can't give 100% right now, but I'm doing the best I can.
You know what? When you get off,
you're doing great, Tim.
Yeah, when you get off, we'll do another episode when you get off. Talk about social engineering all over again. Oh, I'm just kidding. I ain't with that, man. I ain't with talking about that anymore. I mean, I like to talk about it. We got a, you know what's whack from the chat. East side said, you know what's whack when you forget to attach the truck to the trailer.
Wow.
That is whack. I've never heard of a driver doing this.
Yeah.
Eastside, when you talk to a driver who did this, I will report him right now.
Tim, is this relevant to you?
I've had my day seen a trailer fall in my day, but never in my experience as a professional driver have I had that happen to me recently.
This is not relevant to me. I always do a proper pre-trip prior to leaving the yard. As a professional driver, it's always important to make sure to make sure that your fifth wheel is connected properly. Is this relevant to you, Spencer?
Huh? This is very relevant. Pre-trip is the most important thing in your day.
True.
Right, yeah. And this is relevant, yeah. So it's all good. It's all good.
Why do we always dissolve into when I drop the trailer?
Whoa, who said anything about that? Well, this is news to us.
Nobody mentioned anything about you, Tim.
Go ahead,
You're just
Tim.
throwing it out there.
Go ahead. If you want to say something about it, Tim, go ahead.
It does happen. People make mistakes. We're human. We're all living a life, and it happens. That's all I'm saying.
That's right.
And I shouldn't be held accountable for past actions. I'm not R. Kelly.
Okay, he is not R. Kelly, folks.
I don't make the same mistake twice.
You know it's whack is when you're like, when it's 10 o'clock and you're like, hey man, I think I want to go get some ice cream, and the Dairy Queen's closed. Is this relatable to you, Spencer?
The last time I was at a Dairy Queen, I was in Sedona, Arizona, and it was about 10 minutes to closing time. And I don't like going to places when they're closed. You know, when it's even half an hour to closing, I think that's inappropriate. Right? I don't like doing that. But they were very accommodating, very nice people. And my daughter wanted Dairy Queen, and they hooked it up. So I don't know. I've never really gone to a place when they're closed. So I would say it's not relevant.
Yes, sir.
I have a phone that tells me, when places open and close. It's not that hard. I don't just show up to places randomly and see if they're open.
I was saying, like, you're thinking, hey, I should get some Dairy Queen, and then you look at the clock and you realize the time. That's what I was saying. Jesus Christ.
Oh, right. I thought you meant when you showed up.
No, why would I show up
and they're closed?
I'm not a bozo. I'm not just going to show up without checking the hours. But everybody knows 10 o'clock is probably the latest.
Huh?
Okay, that's kind of relevant. That's kind of like when you want Chick-fil-A on a Sunday.
Right.
But the thing is, like, you always want it when they're closed. You never want. Sorry, and you always want it when it's closed. You never want it when it's open. You never say, "Hey, I want Chick-fil-A at 10 o'clock on a Friday, 10 o'clock Friday morning." No, it's Sunday morning, like 7 in the morning. I want Chick-fil-A. So like, Paco,
right.
I want ice cream right now. And that's social engineering again.
No, that's Paco's hours that he works. Everything's fucking closed.
Right. Yeah. It's true. It's true. So then you end up going to Salsitas or Filibertos or Feribertos or whatever. Whatever Bertos.
Friends,
Whatever they changed their name to that week because they got shut down.
Right. Yeah. Okay. That's my it's whack. Spencer, do you got it's whack?
Yeah, I guess are we gonna stick to like a driving topic? You know what's whack?
I guess. I mean, mine wasn't really driving. It was just craving something that's closed. But it's up to you. Whatever you want, fool. I don't care.
Well, something just keeps coming up in my mind. You know, when you're making a left turn or right turn out of a parking lot, and you got one bozo that's letting you in, and then other bozos that aren't. Trying to tell that bozo to go because he's holding up traffic, and you're waiting to make that turn. I think that's whack. Just go. Just go because you're messing up the flow of traffic. I could have already gone because the other 3 cars would have left already, and you would have been gone. I could have turned already, right?
Yeah.
So then you're trying to direct traffic, and you're trying to avoid an accident at the same time, and yeah, just go. Get out of the way.
Yeah. So basically, what you're saying is it's helpful idiots, right?
Yeah. Right. Exactly. Helpful idiots. Yeah.
Yeah, those they are whack because it's like, I encountered this a lot when I was working. I'm trying to get my stuff in the store, and then there's some bozo trying to hold the door, but then he's standing against the door while it's outside, and you can't really. You gotta it'd be easier if you just left. I can do this.
Yeah.
No, I know exactly what you mean. That is very relevant to me. I hate helpful idiots. Go ahead, Timmy. Is this relevant to you?
Yeah. I always think to the scenario like when people see a truck or see like a big item in their way, they stop midstream, like that's gonna help us out or something like that. It's like, come on, dude, move one way or the other. We can't really do too much, as professional drivers driving these big old trucks. It's nonsensical to me, and I can relate to that. In fact, I'm about to deal with that right now.
That is that is probably the best it's whack I've heard in a long time. Helpful idiots.
How about in the chat? Do we have what's whack in the chat?
No, just that one. It's whack from East Side. What else?
Our only viewers? Wow! Shout out to East Side.
Right? Yeah, he's the only one watching.
Staying for this long, dude. That's amazing to stay that long.
Yeah. Right. He loves the show, man. Let's go ahead and.
What a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good homie, dog. Shout out to East Side. Paco's Power Hour original recommendations. Anybody got anything they want to recommend other than Cuphead?
Other than Cuphead. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start this off with Barro's Pizza. They got $4.99 lunch specials. You get a slice of pizza and a drink. We got open bar salad, way better than Peter Piper.
All right. Are you done?
I'm done.
All right. You know what? Basically, this is not relevant to me because Barrows is whack. Tim, is this relevant to you?
No, it's not relevant to you. Barrows is horrible. Barrows is hot garbage.
Whoa.
The service is rude. The pizza's not great.
Wow.
And the wings could be a little more meaty for me. It's not good food. I won't recommend that.
Wow.
But Peter Piper, like you said, Peter Piper's amazing. I agree. Peter Piper's really good.
Wow, yeah, and that brings me to the chat. Eastside said Peter Piper pizza #1. Wonderful. Everybody's on board with Peter Piper except for one certain bozo.
I'm very disappointed.
Forgive those who have not seen Fathers. He does not know the way of Peter Piper.
Right? Arizona original. Started in Arizona, will die in Arizona.
Really?
Yeah,
Right.
It started in Glendale. 43rd Avenue, Glendale is the first location of the first Peter Piper.
1020. I didn't know that. That's crazy. I didn't know people were starting in Arizona.
Yeah, and you can't beat Peter Piper, the buffet for $11. All you can eat. Yeah, Joel's right.
Pizza, I buy the pizza straight out. That's just good, man. When it's hot and fresh and crisp,
Have you ever been to the buffet? It's the best thing in the world, dude.
No, I don't do buffets ever since COVID. It's just not my thing anymore.
Oh, here we go. Another socially engineered person. All right, it doesn't matter.
The fact that you don't touch your food, bro. It's like,
here we go.
Why would I want to touch communion food?
Thank you.
I don't like my kids touching my food. Not like some random ass person. If I'm sharing a bag of chips, I'm not sharing with my kids. It's my bag of chips. Get the fuck out of here, kids.
All
Touch
right.
for yourself.
Wow, that's messed up, Tim. You're so weird. That's weird. It's weird.
No, I'm with Tim on this one.
Wow, you guys are weird.
I'm with
It's
Tim.
just weird, bro. Kids, like, people have their kids and they're nasty. P4 nasty.
Sneezing.
Good, bro.
Yeah.
You wouldn't take a drink from a soda that your kid drank from.
No!
What? Are you serious?
For kids nowadays, hugging and kissing each other and loving each other, it's weird, bro.
I don't know. No, you're right. I wouldn't do that either. That's not because but only because the backwash. It's not. Oh,
Yeah, like
You got to think about it, huh?
yeah. No, I did think about it. Yeah, the back. Tim's right. You guys are right.
yeah, that's true. Oh, you too.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a recommendation that everybody should follow.
Go ahead, Tim.
I think my recommendation is follow Paco Town Hour. You know, it's a good show. He's actually bringing on good topics on now, as to before. You know, I believe that Paco's Power Hour is good quality time. You want to spend an hour to get some quality information, and there you go.
Oh, yo. Hey, hold on. I got to address the chat. Somebody said, I forgot, Tim doesn't like to feed kids. He would let them go hungry.
Who said that? Who said that?
Eastside said that. You remember that debate we was having?
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
Who the fuck said that?
Eastside said that.
Oh, my God. So, okay, so.
I know about this debate.
Can we get to this real quick?
I don't know, man. You guys got time?
Huh?
You got time to get into this?
Yes, I have time to get into this.
We could save it for another show.
It's up to you, man.
I don't care. I'm down for whatever. Get into it. Go ahead. Get into it.
Okay, so Spencer, let me put this out there for you, man. You have a baby mama. You have one child with this baby mama. This baby mama has a multiple number of kids after you.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Sure?
Yeah,
Ham and cheese.
Yeah, I'm good.
God damn. Hold on. God damn it. My audio.
Anyway, Spencer. So you have one child. He's your son. You take care of him. You do a good job of taking care of him. You bring your son a meal. Your baby mama gets mad at you and says, "Why didn't you bring one for the rest of your kids, my kids?" And I'm like, "Hell no, bitch. Those are your kids. That's not my kids. I didn't put my seed in you." Is that a fucked up statement?
Yes. Because here's why. Because you went into that relationship knowing that woman had kids. So you're taking on that extra.
We're not together. We're just baby mama and baby daddy. Yeah, co-parenting.
Baby daddy, and you're fucking.
No, we're not fucking. We're not doing anything. I'm just picking up my kids, giving them some food, and being a good dad.
Okay, so she is somebody else with other kids. Your kid at her house. So she's the ex?
She's the ex. She's no one I'm not fucking with anymore. Someone I'm not with. She is just my baby mama. She is just
you bring your kid McDonald's and she's like, "Where's my kid's meals?" I would kind of be like, that I don't know, man. That's like a kid and food. Wrong too though, because the other kids see that kid with food and then I don't know. That's tough.
Let me tell you, man. Maybe you take the kid to McDonald's and you bring him back, without food.
Right. Renee, yes, yeah, Paco, you're right. Spot on, dude. Take the kid out.
But if
the other kids don't need to see that he has a meal and they don't.
Right, but if
you bring it home to the kid, say you get everybody a meal.
Right, then I would definitely get all the other kids food because their children are innocent, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you feed a child,
I know what you're saying.
You always feed a child. It doesn't matter. Yours
true.
not always innocent.
So we all have kids, right? Like we all, especially you have children.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever once taken a kid out and say, "I'm taking this kid out on a date or whatever. I'm gonna take him out to eat or whatever," and then he goes home and tells his little brothers and sisters, "Oh, Dad took me to get food." That's the same scenario. It's a different way of saying it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Like,
it's not
still
like
gonna say something, but like, and the kid's gonna feel like, oh, why did my dad do that? Why did he take us out? You know?
Right, but you don't smell the
That's
food.
why I say fuck them kids. Like, I'm gonna tell fuck you. I'm not telling kids.
Children are innocent.
I don't know. That's tough, bro. That's tough. So what? So
Right.
so so this is an actual experience that you had.
No, I saw a video online about some guy. He got his kid some food, and it was a big sparking topic when we went to work about it. And I asked all the guys at work, "Hey, how would you feel if this happened to you?" Because as males, we are supposed to take care of our family, yes. But if we're not together and those aren't my kids, what do I have to do with these kids? I don't know these kids. These aren't my kids. What are their dads at? You know what I mean?
Right. No, I see your point too. I got you, Tim. I see your point.
I believe there are
That's
kids
tough.
that I should be taken care of, but they're not my kids. I don't have to take legally. I don't do shit. That's
Right.
not my
Yeah, I
problem.
know what you're saying. Paco,
So-
you didn't tell me this, dude. You didn't tell me all that.
I didn't say anything.
so-
I thought Tim was explaining it to you.
And Paco
No,
believes that we
no.
should feed these kids. I'm like, no.
I've heard this story before, and I thought Tim had experience with this. I thought this was an actual experience that Tim happened, and he didn't bring the other children food. But okay.
Oh no, thank you, Lord.
I
I'm
understand.
still with my wife for now. Love you, honey.
Oh wow! Wow!
You didn't throw that out there.
Yo.
I don't know, man. I'm just like Renee, like Paco said. I feel like I would probably bring all the kids food if I know there's other kids there.
Right.
So if I showed up, so say there was kids at a party, right? And my son was or my daughter was at that party. I'm gonna get everybody food. I'm not gonna bring a slice of pizza for her. I'm gonna bring the whole box for all the kids. Right?
Yeah.
That's what you do. If
Right.
you know there's other kids there at the party, you're gonna buy everybody,
Right. Yeah, I agree with that.
whether they're your kids or not.
Speaking of pizza, Spencer, you got any pizza on you?
No, man. I got some frozen bruschetta pizza right now. I told you to come over when you were at the Circle K. I'm here. I got some Baskin Robbins, mint chip, Rocky Road. Renee's like a kid, isn't he?
No.
Like a
he's
big kid, like a
No.
huge, fat, big kid.
He's
No.
like a big fat kid, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, that he needs
He
to
told
go
me.
on a diet.
He told me he was gonna come over and he's like, we can have ice cream. I'm like, bro, what?
I wanted ice
Of
cream. I
all the
want ice
things.
cream.
Hello?
My
I-
refrigerator is full of beer, and this guy wants ice cream.
Yeah, I can't drink and go back home from Buckeye. That's not okay.
Man.
You know.
Come on, man. You could have spent the night. We got a guest room.
Okay, but you, I just, I don't know what to say to Spencer. This is weird. Okay.
We'll talk about it off podcast, okay, Renee?
Okay. Thanks a lot. Now it sounds gay.
Well, how about the chat? Is there any gay comments in the chat?
Yeah.
I know Eastside likes to clown on you.
Let me see. I recommend you all to try out the pizza birria. Pizza birria? I don't know. I never had that. Please, Joel. You know what? I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna add you. Hold on, everybody. What was that, Tim?
Oh, we lost Tim. Did we lose Tim?
Hello?
Oh, there's
Hello?
Tim. 1 second.
Hello?
Hang tight, Spence. Oh, whoops! He said he's putting his son to sleep, so we ended that call. Sorry, sorry about that, everybody.
But no, tell him about that pupusa place, Paco, about the one on 16th and McDowell.
Yeah,
The one you
just
went to.
there's a pupusa place.
Best big pupusas in the game. Beautiful women.
Yeah,
Great food.
yeah. I don't know much about it. I don't even know what it's called.
You said something about women. You need to have to apologize to your wife again, live on air.
Women can be beautiful, but my wife is the most beautiful woman on earth. So she's
The most beautiful. Oh my god.
See, that's how you
Most
kiss ass,
beautiful.
son. Most beautiful woman in the world. To me.
Paco, hey, shout out to Paco.
Yeah, we lost Spencer. Hold on, I'm trying to get him back.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, what happened?
hello?
Why are you hanging up
Hey,
on
I'm
us?
sorry, dude.
Mid-show.
No, nobody's hanging up.
Did your wife hang up?
No, she went to the store and it connected to the car. So what happened there?
Oh.
See, this is why we can't talk about. As soon as we talk about women, see what happens? You saw that? As soon as I brought up women, the call disconnected. Wow, what are the odds of that?
Beautiful women get started in shit. Oh shit! Let me turn my phone off.
Yeah, as beautiful women come out of my mouth, and all of a sudden I got muted. My call got disconnected. That was weird, man.
Whoa. Okay, I'm gonna lower Tim a little bit.
Sorry, I was taking a shit.
Good.
As a professional driver,
Yeah.
be on a podcast while you're driving. I hope you're not driving.
Of course not.
Oh, hold on.
So he's
Yeah. Okay. We're losing you, Tim. Hold on. Everybody relax. Hold on. Eastside said my wife is Salvadorian. She makes the real pupusas. Wonderful. I gotta go to Eastside's house and eat some pupusas.
What is that?
I don't know,
Explain that
Spencer.
to your fellow white friend.
It's
I
like
don't know what that is.
it's like
I'm already disgusted. Never mind. I'm done.
Okay, all right. Jesus Christ, I don't even know how to explain it, man. It's like a tortilla with stuff in it.
sorry.
God, Tim, we're losing you.
What's happening to Tim?
Something's happening
You
bad.
all right?
Call his life alert. Hold on one second. Moises is calling. 1 second. Yeah. What's up, Moses? You're live on the show. Yeah. How you doing, man?
Oh, my bad. Can I ask you a question or no?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't care. We're live on the podcast. Go ahead. Ask away.
All right. You know that blue device, when you scan it, what is the name of it? Is it a Honeywell?
No, it's cereal.
All right.
All right.
All right. Love your show, man. It's great.
Oh, great. Wonderful. Shout out to Moses for being on the show.
Shout out.
All right, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Later.
Timlote. All right. Later, man.
Yeah.
Later, Moses.
That was Moses.
Man.
Yeah.
I thought it was Little Fern.
That little fern. Oh man. But it's all good, right? It's all good. I don't know. I think we're done, dude. I don't got anything else to say.
I'm done too.
That social engineering topic was exhausting. Spencer, your thoughts? Everybody left me.
Yo,
Nobody left you.
Oh, you know what it is, dude? My headphone cord is messed up. And so
what happened?
I don't know. I got other headphones. I got like 3 other pairs of headphones. But
Your headphones died?
no, the wire. You know how when you gotta like get the wire just right because the connection.
Okay, sure. I got wireless, you know.
Yeah, but when you're
we're not living in the 90s over here.
I know, but you gotta have wired so that there's no delay on the actual hardware, like the mixer and stuff. You can't have Bluetooth because there's a delay. But whatever, dude.
That's social engineering.
Moving on.
Thank you.
We're moving on, Paco. Where are we at?
Thank you. Moving on.
Well, hold on a second, dude.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Where's mine? Where's mine? What did I tell you? I told you something at the beginning of this podcast. I told you something,
Yeah.
and you didn't include that, and now I'm upset. I might just leave.
Don't just say it right now,
know.
you bozo. You can say it right now.
No. It's not. It doesn't work now. No, it doesn't work.
I think it'll work. Hey, you guys want to hear a
Are you talking-
voicemail? Voicemail from people that I got.
Let's do some voicemails. Listen, I'm tired of hearing Tim's ass with his cool lips.
I'm delivering soda to the great people of America.
Yeah, you're delivering diabetes, bro. That's what you're delivering.
Not direct diabetes.
You know what?
Diabetes and heart attack.
It's diet
Renee's
beaties.
favorite thing.
They're not my
Diabetes.
favorite things. They're regular occurrences, but they're not favorite things. Let me see. It won't let me play the voicemails while I'm on the phone. Apparently that's frowned upon.
And why don't we bring on Eastside? What happened there? Did he
Oh,
put his son to sleep?
Yeah, dude. Also, Eastside said, have y'all tried the new Sprite? Yes, I've tried the new Sprite. Hold on one second. All right. I'm back. Here is the new Sprite right here that he's referencing. It's Sprite. See, you say Sprite, lemonade, legacy. You know what I'm saying? It's basically strawberry lemonade.
Okay.
Pretty good. It's a new way
Sounds
to get
good.
diabetes.
All right.
It's not bad. I like it. All right, so I
It's
think
not horrible, but yeah.
yeah, I think we're done with this show.
All right.
Are we done?
No, we don't have to be
any other
done.
topic?
You got some? Oh, what was another topic that we were going to discuss?
I don't know. We were kind of just freeballing it, right?
Yeah, free balling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Spencer, have you played the Cuphead game?
Speaking of that, no, I have not.
Oh,
Actually.
I thought you were going to have something
Ever since
insightful.
Ever since I turned 10 years old. Well, insightful would be don't download it if you want to play with a friend because it's not multiplayer.
Wow, that's true. That is true. You can't play online. You can't play co-op online with your friend. It's very
Right.
It's very disturbing.
Good life lesson.
Yep. One of the
Now, Street Fighter may be different. You may be able to co-op on that. Not sure.
You got it downloaded?
Yes, I do.
You know
bought
what?
It,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I bought it as a bundle pack, so it was Cuphead and Street Fighter.
Oh, you know what? We should do Paco's Power Hour live Street Fighter event. Spencer versus Paco.
Yes.
That way I could whoop him in front of everybody.
It's fine. It's fine. That just shows how immature you are. So, I don't have time to play games.
Stupid. I haven't played Street Fighter in a long time. It's been
I
days.
talked to you on Friday. You were playing it.
Shut up.
You're playing it on Friday.
Oh my God. You know what? I'm not on trial here.
You are now.
Is this relevant to you?
It is relevant.
Tim doesn't play games. He doesn't strike me as a game guy.
That's where you're
I
wrong.
play a lot.
Right. He's a nerd. He's more of a game guy than me.
Are you, Tim? What do you do on your free time? Do you have a PS5?
Yeah, I got a PS5. I play Call of Duty, Madden, 2K. I'm trying to get back into Street Fighter, but it's really hard for me because, like I said, I have kids now. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. I play a bunch of games now. I got back in Assassin's Creed a little bit.
Okay, that's a great game.
Ezio Edition.
Yeah.
The Ezio Edition. Not the other one, but the Ezio Edition.
Yeah. I got a topic here Eastside would like to offer up. He said good topic to talk about is demons, whether or not they got anything to do with these sicknesses. And it's not just sickness, it's demons inside of you, like autism, psychosis, and etc. That's a pretty heavy topic. I think it's going to go back to a lot of social engineering for me.
Get back over here.
It's a very, very, very hot topic, yes.
It's not a hot
You know
topic.
what? I'm just going to say it. Nah, you know what? I'm not going to say it.
Say it, Spencer. We need content.
No.
We need content.
No, this is going to come out wrong.
Oh, you going to say the N-word?
I don't say that word, man. What are you talking about?
Okay.
I don't even know what you're talking about. New age?
Okay. What were you gonna say then? Yeah, Spencer.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry again. My wife just pulled up and I connected to the car.
Wow.
So going back to what I was saying,
The N-word,
the
yeah.
N-word, I don't even know what that is. The
No.
New Age agenda?
N-word.
But
We saying the N-word again now?
Spencer is.
Yeah, Tim, I don't even know what this guy's talking about. I've never said that word in my
Okay, all
life.
right. You're lying. Look, go ahead and say what you were gonna say before.
No, I was just gonna say that
I love
this
the
is
N-word.
gonna
The
come out
N-word's
very
not-
wrong.
What?
Hey, Tim, let me go back to the N-word real quick, actually. That's another
Right.
social engineering thing that they would like you to do.
Right.
Is use the N-word, whether you're black or white, that's a word that they want you to be using.
What about brown people, you piece of
Because it creates division. Yeah, same thing. And what I'm going to say right now is kind of creating division. But what Eastside is talking about is that, what I gather, he's referencing a lot of diseases and ailments and retardation to demons, right?
Sure.
I feel like that's a very propagated topic to the Hispanic community. And I don't know why. I don't know why they like to go that route, that everything is demonic and everything goes to demons.
Because
But
of
I hear
social
that
engineering.
a lot.
That's why. Because of
with
social
Bianca's
engineering.
family. Yeah, and I just don't get it. I get it.
Because
I
you
get
haven't
it
been
in the sense
indoctrinated to that. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Everything.
So now do you get it?
Honestly, I think I get it from their perspective in a way, but it seems like a scapegoat to a lot of things.
It sure is. I would say so.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, yeah, basically, social engineering. Just taking things at face value. But as far as spirits, like evil spirits and things of that nature, I can accept that there are things like that, but not it's not a common occurrence.
Well, that was very soft of you, Renee.
No, I just
Paco.
I don't really think about it too much, but I don't think it's like a what's it called, common occurrence. But I can accept the idea that because spirits real, spirits.
Okay, but do you think that disease and ailments
basically
in your life are caused by demons?
No, I think it's like your cells have a certain vibration, and basically the way people get sick is like if the vibration is off on your body, and your body tries to correct that vibration. That's what I think about sicknesses.
I agree with that. Tim?
I feel like signatures and stuff, I feel like that's, I don't know. I don't believe in spirits and stuff like that anymore. And vibrations, like you said, vibrations and all that stuff, I don't really believe it. I think it's just like a science thing, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
no. We're going to have to, this is going to be a whole new podcast.
Because everything has a vibration, everything, and here's something to think about.
What's up, man?
Nothing, dude. Anyways, here's something to think about.
Just chilling in the garage, having a couple beers. How about you? Same shit. Come on. Buddy. But, yeah, man. What's up?
Oh, I was going to say something, but hold on, everybody be quiet. Let's hear Spencer's conversation.
Listen to Spencer's conversation.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Tell him to get closer to your face so we can hear him.
That's weird. You want to get him close to your face. It's kind of weird.
No, I said tell his neighbor to get closer to his face so that way we can hear the conversation better.
Oh, working. 4 years, man, to be driving. Oh, okay. Oh, no. She doesn't. Right now, she's online.
You know what? I don't think we should be airing this. I'm gonna go ahead and lower Spencer.
Oh, you could hear it.
All right, cool.
We can. Fuck out of this.
All right, Paco, I'm gonna have to end it right here, brother. But
Wow.
we're
Wow.
gonna have
Thanks.
to continue for. We're gonna have to continue for morning chat.
No. I don't think I want to talk to Spencer anymore. All right, I'll see you later, Spencer.
Wow.
Yeah, Spencer's gone. I forgot what we were going to talk about. Maybe we should end. We've already been going for an hour and 40.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, good for you, man. I mean, it's all up to you. Paco's original idea.
Yeah.
Not Timlote's.
Right. You know what? We're going to go ahead and end it. We'll see everybody later. Say goodbye. Say goodbye to everybody, Timmy.
Later, people. Y'all stay safe out there in the land.
Yeah, goodbye.